Hello everyone. I wanted to share a quick project with you. This was a card that I had recently created over the weekend. As some of you know, I did create a new blog post, and I've started doing that a little bit here and there. And I had posted a little freebie image last, I think it was Friday maybe, or Thursday. I love to draw and things like that, and this flower was one that I had hand drawn, and I worked it up and put it up on my blog post so that anyone can go in and copy it, paste it, and use it to print it out. So I wanted to show you a little project that I used for this. I intend on using this for Mother's Day card, and what I did was I printed the image out on watercolor paper. And I ended up doing this one. This one sticks up a little bit here. I was going to put it up on some foam, and then I didn't like how it looked, so it's trimmed out, but it's laying on there. I am intending on using this for a Mother's Day card for my grandmother. So I did some watercoloring on the paper, and I have to say I was concerned at first on when I printed it on watercolor paper because I didn't know how the watercoloring with the inks was going to affect the ink from my printer cartridge. And I have to say, as long as I did not heavily saturate the area with my water brush, that it didn't affect it at all. Like there's some areas I laid it in thicker with the color than others, which you kind of can't see that now because I went over it with some stickles, but like right in this area here, you can see I laid the yellow down pretty heavy, and it didn't affect it a whole bunch, but on a scratch piece, I took it and just really brushed it into the ink, and then as I worked at it, you could tell it was starting to pull. So depending on what kind of ink you have, it may not affect it like it did mine. I can tell you, I have an Epson Workforce printer. So the Epson ink, I'm assuming, would be the same for every Epson printer. So it doesn't really affect it a whole lot. So you can watercolor with it. But what I use is I did use Tim Holtz inks to watercolor this. I used the Distress ink pads, and then I pull the color off of the pad with my water brush, and I watercolor that way. And then I just went over it. I actually ended up hand drawing in some leaves in the very end because I wanted to put a couple in. So if I get a chance to, maybe I'll draw up a couple of those and put them on my blog as well, above the flowers. But the flower image is already there. There are a couple sentiments as well. If you're like me and sometimes get stuck with words, you're more than welcome to print those out and use them as well. But I just used this little I love you stamp. I did use my Stays On ink for that. And the inside of it I just left blank right now, but I'm waiting for some Mother's Day stamps. I'm waiting to get them. So I just left it blank until I got them. But I wanted to share with you what I created with an image that I have hand drawn, and it is posted on my blog post. I will put the link to my blog down in the description box below. If you would like the image, you're more than welcome to go there and grab it. It is free. I don't intend on charging for my images so far, so you're more than welcome to go and grab it and print it and manipulate it and do whatever you would like. So I welcome you all over to my new blog and grab the image, try a card. If you do a card with it or a project and you would like to share it, please do so. Just private message me. I'd be happy to put a link to it, to your video on my blog. That way everybody can see everybody's projects. That would be wonderful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to inbox me or leave a comment below. I'd be happy to answer it for you. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.